Hello everybody and welcome to episode 70 of Shattered Earth. Last time you guys killed a pirate. I think that was the entire session. Just fighting off your ship. You defeated Captain Bullfrog of the Cloud of Kings and blew up her ship and sent it careening into the abyss while you managed to recover her body and splat it upon yours. So, we'll pick up pretty much right after that. As you guys are watching the ship careen into the distance, trailing multicolored smoke after it. You begin to regard each other with a mixture of relief and injured concern. But there was one thing, the reason why I'm starting here is because there's one thing I forgot to give you guys, and that was a bunch of shit that she had on her body that we never got to. So, in terms of gear, what did you guys already get? Somebody had a running total about that.
Okay, Chance got two things. I believe one of them was it a +1 cutlass, or they counted as a scimitar. And then the other one was a really cool thunder maul, kind of a unique, I guess, like a flintlock pistol, something like that. It had all kinds of...
Yeah. I think I wanted the blunderbuss. I think I only picked up the cutlass because it was about to fall into the abyss.
Oh, I thought you took those two. Well, I know I definitely took whatever those three things that she dropped that you didn't. I definitely picked them up. So... Thunder Maw, I think, was the blunderbuss, and there was also a rod of meta magic.
Yeah, that was on
the deck mage. So
okay. So, and you did manage to kick her body onto your deck, so you could get the rest of her shit, at least whatever's in your pockets.
Yeah.
So she's wearing a set of +1 studded leather. Thing number one. Around her neck and wrists and fingers, there's a number of random pieces of jewelry that will total some money later. But the most important stuff is there's a pearl of power.
Dibs.
There is
fight to the death. Let's go.
There is a Qual's feather token. But the token is of a whip.
Wait, hold up. Before you do any more, we had a long rest.
Yes, you did. I'm starting here right after the thing before we move on and skip time because I forgot to give you stuff.
Oh, okay.
So I'm gonna give you stuff and then we'll skip time ahead because we already talked about your stuff at the end of last session as well for Valerian, and that was a couple days later. So Qual's feather token whip, scroll of Guardian of Nature, a sapphire elemental gem,
A what gem?
Sapphire elemental gem.
Okay, for the dumbass in the room, aka me, what does that do?
I think it summons a water elemental. As if you had cast the Conjure Elemental spell. You basically, it's a one-time use casting of Summon Elemental.
If it's not going to hurt feelings, I'll probably take that one. Just because, if nothing else, if I call something like that up, I can talk to it, so... In its language, so that might be helpful. Just saying.
And worst comes to worst, you can just always swallow the gem. You know, get some funny elemental shit from it.
You can swallow it and then immediately die as a water elemental bursts from your corpse.
With the sound effect of "Oh yeah."
Given that I've got some a greater than average amount of the element of earth in my blood, I kind of hope that's what would happen, because potentially something way worse could.
Yes, you create a mud elemental.
No, I create, become, whatever.
You become a flesh elemental.
Yee. Oh, that sounds even worse.
I mean, because there's an elemental transformation from Grim Hollow, and one of the things that procs that is consuming an elemental thing.
Oh, right. Yes. Maybe not the magic item that summons stuff, but yes, you're correct. That's one of the.
Yeah. I was making the joke with that in mind.
Yeah. Okay, and then 3 potions of greater healing, which you had on a little tool belt of hers.
Surprised the glass didn't break on impact.
Along with 1 potion of piercing resistance.
Do potion bottles are they like treated or something? Is that why they like?
Sure.
I'm so.
Do you want the loot, or do you want it to be broken?
Oh no, I want the loot. I'm just my inner lore nerd is asking questions that the game probably doesn't want to answer.
She landed on the other side of her body, so the potions didn't break. Money would be so she also had a sack of cash on her body, because why not? So which has 160 platinum.
Oh. That's not a small amount.
All right.
It's just her personal coin purse. And
her
then
personal coin purse had that much?
Yeah, she's decked out, dude. She's just extremely materialistic person.
Yeah.
And then the other random jewelry on her body is the total. Let's see. I have to do math because I converted it from the ship's cargo, but 1 second.
I just want to point out to you, sir, VG, sir, you threw a pearl of power in front of a caster party.
Yes.
I'm just saying that just.
I'm aware. I also gave you a sapphire elemental gem and a guardian of nature scroll. Let's see. So 550 and 250, 800 there, plus 750. 800 plus 750 is 1550 in various gems and jewelry she had on her body.
I'll let whoever wants to take that, take it. I'll just take the, if it's okay, the feather token of the whip and the sapphire elemental gem, and with the rod I've already got, I'm more than good. And in fact, I may see if somebody else really wants this rod more than I do, because
what does the rod do?
It lets you quicken spell a certain number of times a day. That's pretty handy. But the thing is, it requires attunement, and so if I'm going to attune to that, I either have to de-attune from the boots I'm wearing, the spell book I'm carrying, or the cloak that I've got, the Elvenkind cloak.
She had something else on her too. Oh, sure. She has boots of striding and springing too. So if anyone wants to take those, you can.
What's the name of it? Rod of Quickness?
It's a meta magic rod.
Yep. I've actually got that in my inventory right now. So, but I can. Yeah, if somebody else wants to.
If somebody else. I'm gonna give it to you in a second.
Yeah, it's pretty sweet, but it does require attunement. So.
Skyrim's going way too hard right now to turn that down.
Yeah, I'm using up total level 1 attunement slot. You had 3 already? Jesus Christ.
Yeah,
well, I started with one thing, the boots, and then the other things, I picked up. They just...
Yep, that's the one. View detail page. Copy and paste in Discord. General chat. There you go.
Yeah, I have literally 1 attunement slot.
There you go.
Yeah, same here. I think I have a slot.
Yeah, how about this? Whoever doesn't take the Pearl of Power I'll just give the rod to the other person. All right? Sound good? I mean,
Okay.
Mhm.
In terms of cash, so I'll do that as the running total for that, and then that is the money for reminder's sake. So we have a list of all the loot you guys got. Okay. So that's just bookkeeping I forgot to do last time.
What the fuck is Thundermaw?
That's
It's
her
a-
blunderbuss that she was using.
it's sweet.
It's a pretty sweet weapon, yeah. So once a
It
day
bring-
casting of 5th level Thunder Wave or 5th level Shatter. And then you can fly as a bonus action, I think, until the end of your turn. Something like that.
It's like being Peter Pan with more boom. Pretty sweet.
Like the only reason why I wanted Thundermaw because like even if I can't use the gun, I can use the spell.
Heck yeah. I think you can even cast Shatter with it, which
Yeah. It's
if you ever want to
either
break
Thunder Wave
some
or
stuff.
Shatter once per day at 5th level.
Oh, the potential property damage.
Yeah. It is a one-time, one drop base cannon. Okay, so that's what you find on her corpse. Whatever you guys do with it after that is up to you.
I say fight to the death for the pearl power.
You play Boulder Parchment Shears for it.
I don't want it, so if y'all gonna, I will place it on the deck and y'all just have at it. I'm probably gonna be busy dutifully assembling bullfrog bits. So,
Jeremiah was here.
ouch. I'm not gonna spell out a message with it. Thank you very much.
Never understood a single word that guy said.
We're gonna go to hell.
Did you at least help him out with his wine?
We always had a mighty fun time. All right. So, unless anyone has anything else to do, I'm going to skip ahead a few days. So,
I guess.
Oh,
Does anybody else want the Guardian of Nature scroll? I'll pick it up if nobody else is keen on it.
Nature, me, no. Like I said, only thing I really
Well-
want from that is that the pearl power. That's it. I don't really want anything else.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, then you can have it.
All right, and yeah, David, Chase, does either of you really want the meta magic rod? Because I really don't have much use for it. It's cool, but I think somebody who maybe can cast spells with a little bit more kick than I can would really get more out of it. So,
I'll take it.
all right, have at it. Please add it to your inventory. I will delete it from mine. So,
Yep.
And I will-
I finally have a second attunement item.
Question: what kind of meta magic rod is it?
Quicken spell.
Quicken.
You said quicken.
Ah, Quicken. Okay. Tempting, but if you want it, you can have it. Because unless anyone is contests, I would like Thundermaw.
that is all you. That is all you, and I'm not even gonna take any of the money. Like, y'all, yeah, you all split that up however you want.
No. Money splitting is not optional. It's mandatory.
It's cursed
Okay,
pirate
fine.
booty.
Fair. Let's give one piece to the little monkey that we have around here somewhere if we got one. Those are the rules.
We got 4 people, so 40 platinum each.
Yeah, sounds good. And then there's also the
1550 divided by 4.
Also, is anyone taking the Boots of Striding and Springing? I'm not taking it, but I was just wondering if anyone else. If anyone else
I am definitely not, because I got winged boots. I am not. I mean, they're don't get me wrong, they're cool for all kinds of daring stuff, but I'm going to stick with the boots that, in case anything happens with me going overboard, I potentially have a way to make that not be very bad. Keeping them. Like, boots of striding and springing, anybody else wants them, go for it.
It's a good way to fill out an attunement slot if you need to. At least for the time being.
This may sound weird, but I'm the one that gets into the most melee out of all the spellcasters here.
Yeah,
So I want the piercing resistance.
Oh, the potion, yeah, alright. Cool. You know, you're right, you've taken a lot of hits. That would probably be useful. I do have a question about the whip token. Do I have to be proficient in melee in martial weapons to use it, or how does that work?
Are martial, are they? Maybe they are.
Yeah, they are. So
Then, yeah,
I'm still gonna hold on to
a
it.
whip. I don't think it says that.
Yeah,
you become
that's it.
proficient with
Yeah, it doesn't. No. I'll still hold on to it, I guess. And that's not an attunement thing, is it? I hope.
Oh no, hold on. It's magic. It's a magic thing. So it gives you the to hit bonus and the damage it does.
Cool.
So you're fine.
Yay! A whip I can use even though I can't use whips.
It's like a spiritual weapon. It's like it floats around and attacks stuff for you using a bonus action. So.
Oh, well that's nifty. All right, yeah, I definitely want that.
Yeah. Okay.
Yo, the whip?
Qual's feather token.
Ah.
Whip.
Yeah, it does all kinds of neat stuff.
I thought the feather token was a feather fall token for some reason.
I think no, I think there's one that makes a boat, and there's a bunch of them. But yeah,
the one that I had in my Sunday game was the rock one. You could summon a rock to be your your friend for up to 144 miles a day.
That's very specific.
Yeah, it was very specific. I guess it's based on a 24-mile hex grid. So you can go like however much that is. 6
Okay,
hexes
so
a day. Something like that.
only thing we got left over to split is gems, art pieces, and art objects.
Yeah, that was so the total of those are 1550. That was all the jewelry and shit that you found on everybody.
Yeah, I thought I remembered that about feather tokens. Yeah, I will have to hold on to that until I really need it.
So when we get to shore, we sell them, and everybody gets 387 gold and 50 silver.
Sure.
Sounds about right.
Wait, sorry, not 50. 5 silver. 5 silver.
So we're selling the boots, and we're holding on to all the potions.
Wait, I thought you wanted the boots.
No. I want Thunderball.
Priorities.
Oh,
Yeah,
here's the
but
thing.
nobody wants the boot either. If you want to take it.
Well, it requires attunement, and Thunderball caps me out.
Ah. What the hell does a boot do again?
It
Triples your jump distance or something.
Yeah, it makes you move. I think you can move faster or farther and jump really high. So, given that you're in, I mean,
it says your walking speed becomes 30 feet unless your walking speed is higher, and your speed is not reduced if you are encumbered or wearing heavy armor. In addition, you can jump 3 times the normal distance, though you cannot jump further than your remaining movement would allow. So there you go. They're frog boots. I thought it was permanent.
yeah, very.
You want the studded leather, or are we selling that too?
The what now?
+1 studded
There's-
leather armor.
Yeah, I would think somebody would really want that if everyone can use light armor. I mean,
I just cast mage armor every day.
Look
Yeah.
at my half plate adamantine.
all right.
What? I'll take it, especially as now I don't use an extra spell slot per day.
Yeah,
Are you proficient?
Yeah.
Summoners are
For
proficient in armor.
for light armor.
it.
Yeah, I can do light armor too, but I'm I've got something else that I may be interested in later, so I think I'm holding on to. We'll see how things go, but okay.
Cool.
All right, so Valerian, are you taking the boots, or are we just gonna?
Oh
sell
God,
those?
no. I was just curious what the hell it does.
Okay, just saying.
Honestly, there is a reason why we may want to hold on to them.
Go on.
Well, most of us are loot goblins, and if
Speak
we
for
have
yourself, sir.
Keyword most.
All D&D characters are loot goblins in some way or another.
what we can do is we can hold on to these, and if we are needing to carry out a whole bunch of heavy loot,
Oh, that's a good point.
Doesn't
That's a
come
good
in-
point. It can turn somebody into the. Why, yes, I think I will carry this entire room full of stuff on my back.
because it specifies in the Boots of Swinging and Springing,
Ooh.
your speed isn't reduced if you are encumbered.
Well, I'm keeping the wing boots, so if somebody else wants to be designated a mule, go for it.
No, it wouldn't be something we have on all the time.
Check
It would be
into-
something
You
we
guys have a bag of holding somewhere. You can just check on
Yeah,
the bag
yeah.
of holding and call it good.
Except it requires attunement, so we have to wait a long rest before doing it.
Short rest.
Yeah, short rest.
That's not bad.
Attunement is 1 hour.
Yeah, just throw in the bag then.
Sounds good.
It's not like we're hurting for, we're so hurting for money we need it, so we have to sell it. So
Yeah, and it could potentially enable us to carry a lot more money.
It's literally it's a rainy fun day. Boots got it.
All squared away?
Cool. I'm gonna add the Guardian of Nature scroll if nobody else wants it. So
I think I can
Go
cast it.
ahead. I haven't.
Anybody claim that greater healing potion?
Not yet. Not yet.
I've already got a few potions. I think I'm good. So.
Fuck.
You're the melee caster. If you want them, take them.
Yeah. You could probably have more use for that than most of us. So
All right, I'll take it. Wait, there's 3 of them. We could take 1 each, and just 1 person be out of 1.
yeah, I'm good. I've got a few potions. So
I
Okay.
guess I'll yoink.
So Chance, Valerian, and Lemuel takes 1 each. Is that cool?
oh no, I'm
Chance Valerian
No.
and David.
yeah.
David.
Yeah, I don't want one. Okay. Ooh.
Okay.
I will add a potion of greater healing.
Yes.
I look at David menacingly and give him the potion.
What did I do?
Oh yes, this is so thematic. Yes, I do want a Guardian of Nature scroll. I don't think there's likely in the thing, but in the compendium, not as a scroll. But I'll just say what
Yeah, it's a-
fourth level
It's a
Fourth
spell
level scroll.
Whatever it is.
yeah spell scroll. So all right,
We even
I'll
cast
just
it.
add it.
Every character can cast any spell.
not-
It just matters
Yeah,
whether it's
yeah.
higher than normal.
Yeah, it's technically 1 level higher than I can cast, but like
yeah, but
then
it has to
then
be
I-
in your spell list.
It's does it?
Not in my campaigns.
No.
If you have a scroll, then you can cast it as long as you can already cast magic.
Yeah, I can
it just
cast
matters the level
some
of the
magic.
scroll. If it's
Yeah.
a higher level than what you can cast, then you have to make a check.
Yeah, I would. It's because I have up to 3rd level slots, and it's a 4th level spell, so I would probably have to roll a little something to do it. But it's just the benefits it gives you that's just really cool. Like, yeah, I think the only person in the party who would be, more interested in that potentially would be, the Star Cow. But it's, I'm around, so I'll take it. So, spell scroll level 4, adding that, and I'll just kind of make a note somewhere on here that it is a guardian of nature. All right, that's there. Okie dokie.
All right.
Sounds great. And I guess if we've looted everything there is possibly to loot off of Captain Bullfrog's remains, I am just going to make sure we get together all the pieces we can find and just kind of, I guess, just get them together in a cloth, and I'll say a few words and just kind of give them to the core. So...
All right. So after that's said and done, we can go ahead and do a little time skippy here. So this was, Valerian did his thing a couple days after, so we'll say a few days after that. Is when you guys, let's see, how many days we're going. We'll go 1 week ahead of time. Why not? 1 week ahead on the party location. Go ahead and somebody roll me. Is it a d20? Yes.
Not it.
I'll do it if nobody else wants to. All right, let's do it. 1d20. All right, rolling. It did a thing. What happened?
9.
A 9 happened.
9?
Nope, still counts. Still
Re-roll
counts.
that one. Re-roll that one.
All right, re-roll the 20. All right.
Yeah.
Okie dokie. 10.
Great.
Do we want to go for 11?
Perfect. That's exactly what I wanted you to roll. Okay.
Yay.
So right as you kind of leave continental space there, the clouds at this point that surround the continents beginning to thin, and it's more like a low fog at this point, but the daunting drop to the core is fully visible at this point. This is, what, a week and a half into your journey, I think, from where you guys started? No, 2 weeks. This is 2 weeks into your journey. At some point during the day, whoever's manning the crow's nest raises an alert and just says, "Shipwreck off the port bow." And sure enough, if you peer over the side of the ship, you can see the wreck of a small merchant vessel, just kind of floating in midair.
Chance looks at it like, how do you? Why is it just falling into the abyss? How is it? How do you have a shipwreck in the sky?
That's a good point. It's very weird. Not an often seen phenomena.
Well,
but Lemmy might know why that's the case.
Okay, is there something I could maybe roll to find out a pertinent little bit of information on this sort of rare phenomenon?
Sure.
Okay.
Roll an Arcana check.
Alrighty.
And I also know as well, I am native to this planet.
Yeah, but you're not a sailor.
Fair enough.
Yep.
Yes.
Hey, sailor.
That's what I got.
A 9, a natural 1. Nope, you have no idea why. Some weird fucking magic shit's going on over there.
That's weird.
Reason.
That's weird. Normally ships get wrecked. They're supposed to go down. Wait.
Right now, no.
Oh.
We heard you before when you were saying how the fuck does a shipwreck happen. So yeah, that's what you see. Very strange, very strange magical phenomena.
Okay. Well, my my perspective on it is I've done a fair bit of sailing in earlier years and never seen anything like this. What I'd suggest is if there's anybody who really wants to go over and investigate it, if they have anything that allows them to fly, great. I got these boots, so I think I'm okay with that. I can cast fly on one other person if they're really wanting to go over there too, but it might be a risk to go on something like that and not be able to leave quickly if something destabilizes.
Before we do that, I would like to try to do something first.
Okay.
Fuego, if you would, and I'm gonna wait till we're close enough to where I can actually send Fuego out far enough without it, disappearing.
Sure.
And yeah, send him out to look, okay? Because I can see through his eyes.
Okay, sounds good.
That would be safer yet. I am okay with that because all I know for sure about this is that's weird.
I should note, Fuego does not have any of my does not have any equipment on him, so if he gets fucking shanked to death, all that's gonna happen is Chance is gonna pass out and need healing. I need healing.
I need healing. I need healing.
Sorry, I'm fixing some stuff here. Your hit points and your tokens did not update correctly when I put them on the map, so hopefully this does it correctly. There we go.
Nope, that should be all healed up. Yeah.
I know. It was the tokens from the previous battle for whatever reason didn't update at all. Oh god, he's still large. Alright. Fuego's still large from last time.
That's what she said.
His default token is large anyway. Did you make him large again?
No.
Okay, let's shrink him.
He was large last time, not because of evolution, but because someone cast a large on him.
Oh yeah, that's right. But then I got knocked out of concentration. He shrunk back to medium, so he should be back to medium.
Yes, I don't know why. Alright, that should be...
I see.
Total should be correct on that. Alright, so if you look off the right side of the ship, as you guys pull around to it, you will see the shipwreck over there.
I assume I'm not going to need to roll initiative right now.
Not at the moment.
I'd say I'm going to have Fuego just spend his next 3 turns flying over to the shipwreck.
Okay. Scoot him over. Go ahead and roll a perception check for me. Or an investigation check, whichever one you want to do. This is for seeing through Fuego's eyes, so they're using his stat block.
I need to open his sheet. Now I'm waiting for roll 20 to pull itself together.
18, pretty good. Okay, so as you approach, yeah, it's a very strange happening. Like, the ship, by all means, should not be floating in midair. But the reason for that becomes clear as he gets closer to the ship. He can feel, at a certain point, there is a strange barrier, almost, that he passes through, like a curtain of magic. that kind of fucks with its gravity a little bit. You assume that somehow, through some means, this ship is suspended by 0 gravity in some distance field. In addition to that, he does note that as he kind of flies around the perimeter of this thing, he can see a couple of the local wildlife have been making this their home. Curled up in a few of the corners, he sees a number of odd little creatures, kind of serpentine, quote unquote, in nature, but shaped like a fish, piscine, I guess, in 3 different locations. So let me put those on the map real quick. There's one hiding out on the edge of the ship there. There's one hiding out down there. And there's one in between the cracks over there.
Assume they react poorly to an intruder in their domain.
They're kind of stashed away in little nooks and crannies. So it normally would be hard to see them, but you rolled high enough on perception that you picked up on it. But they're not attacking at the moment, but they are keeping an eye out, let's say.
I will have Fuego turn around and come back.
Okay. Right about there. Hold on. Right about there. Halfway back. Go ahead and do something here real quick. Is that right? Does a 20 hit?
Fuego?
Yes.
Yes.
Fantastic. So Fuego. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Hey, this is what I think it is. This motherfucker again.
Fuego, and by extension you, take 9 points plus 4, so 13 points of piercing damage. And he gets careened off to the side as this little guy becomes visible as he kind of flies by you. You see
The
this
fucker I was thinking of.
large kind of grayish skinned body of this shark-like creature flying through the air at incredible speeds, materializing from invisibility as its long, piercing nostril horn impales Fuego for a brief moment before he speeds off, and is now going to come around and try and get him again. So at this point, we're rolling initiative.
Maybe I should.
Okie dokie.
Where's my token?
Watch the Skies seems like a pertinent music track to use.
Mm-hmm.
Fuck, I forgot to change my health.
Thing sees a fire elemental and is like, ah yes, dinner.
Ooh.
Okay.
I'm not complaining for the record. It's like, like Lamau, Domainal.
Wow. Whoa.
Okay. Should be everybody. For the sake of argument, I'm not going to have Drew run in that order. call me assist in this one. I think I should be able to handle these things fine. That's not on the map anymore. Okay. David, you're up first.
I'm gonna use fire. Oh, fucking fireball. I'm gonna angle it so that way it doesn't hit either ship if I can.
Hit the shipwreck.
Alright, so it doesn't hit either one of the ship or shipwreck if I can.
Okay. Well, you have the power to do that.
Why are we fireballing?
Just to try and nuke it, I guess.
Fuck that shark.
Go to your measurements, set the line to circle, and then set the grid snapping to snap to point.
Okay. Line to circle. Snap to...
Snap to corner.
Okay, there we go.
And you should be able to draw the radius. The fireball is a 20-foot radius.
Sorry, a little hard to do that mess pit. Do it. Okay.
Can you do it so it gets the shark and part of the ship, or I don't know if you want to do that though.
I mean, the busted ship is probably less important than your ship, I will say.
You know what? Fuck it. I guess get the right
If
angle.
there is one, there is a good chance there's more. Do we want to disturb the ship and wake them up?
I don't know how to say yes to that in a way that sounds like no.
I guess let's not do it here then.
Sure. Alright. Roll your damage.
Like a level 4.
That's probably a failure.
Yep. 26 fire damage, 27 fire damage.
Cool. 27 points of fire damage.
End turn.
So fireball rockets in and detonates the front half of the shipwreck as well as the shark. Moving on to Xenovor's turn.
He's just gonna dash over here.
It's 30 feet.
No, 6. Okay. End turn.
Alright. Now it's Lancer's turn. How much do you have to move for the extra damage? 20 feet? So he's going to kind of fly up. I think it's this way. Right? Yeah. So he's going to fly in kind of this pattern that you'll see in a second here. So he's going to go up first and then back down really quickly. And make another horn attack. That's a 25 to hit for 17 points of piercing damage. That'll be his turn. And then Lemmy's up next.
Okay, let's see here. Where is that? Yeah, that should work. Okay, let's see. That might work. Let's try that. Okay. How do I do shapes? Shapes. All right. There are shapes. Square. Neat. All right.
Okay.
Let's do. No, let's try that. Yeah, that should do. Okay. Yeah, I guess I could try that. Yeah, that's within 120 feet, so it's within range of what I can do here. And I am going to ping this in chat. Yep.
Did I take more damage? Sorry, I'm kind of distracted. I got my leg is bleeding.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Why is your leg bleeding?
I believe I scratched wrong and I must have popped something.
Yeah.
And I think there's now blood on the inside of my pajama pants.
Damn it. Hate when that happens.
Yeah.
Damn it, Jim.
Wisdom saving throw, yes?
Yes, that'll be a wisdom saving throw against, I believe it is a... Hold on a second.
Did that shark attack Fuego again?
17. Yes, it did. It poked him again with his horn.
For the 9 or the 17?
What? It was a 25 to hit for a total of 17 damage.
40 foot.
Because it took a run up, so it gets the extra piercing damage.
Alright, yeah, I had asked because, like I said, I was distracted.
Yeah. Wisdom save, yes. Correct.
Yep, and
9.
turn to there. And it looks like if I center it right, I don't know if you can see what I'm doing here, but I'm trying to put it basically out in a line from Fuego, so I'm trying to put it, hold on a second, let me ping it. Should be right about there. And that should get him, and it looks like it should get these two little things on the edge of it, so.
You don't know those exist. Only Fuego does.
Well, oh, okay. So.
I would say Chance would have relayed what Fuego saw.
Yeah, but he has to be able to see the creatures he needs to affect, and those are hiding in the ship. I put them on the map for your benefit, but Lemmy doesn't know where those are.
It just says creatures of your choice. It doesn't say.
I know, but you have to know they're there to be able to target them with the spell.
Okay.
Otherwise, you can't choose them, right? So just the Skylancer, which fails its saving throw and is now slowed.
Okay.
All right. Anything else?
All right. Yeah, I think there's probably one more thing I would do. I would probably move a little bit. So I'm gonna probably move from where I'm at to probably over here just in front of a Chance, if I can do that. So I should have enough move to do that.
Yeah, probably.
So, yeah.
Okay.
Moving to about there. So,
all right.
That's about it. Ending my turn. I don't think there's anything else I can attempt to do. Well, actually, there's nothing that approximates any kind of cover where I am, is there?
No. Unless you were to go behind the mast, which is right here.
Nah. I'm good here. So.
Okay. Valerian's turn's up next.
I have literally 2 spells that's within that ring. Okay, 3 spells.
And lean as far out as you can over the railing.
How sturdy are these sails?
Sturdy are the sails?
How sturdy are they?
How dirty are they?
Dirty. As in, can I walk on them?
I mean, you could try, but it's not. It's a bad idea. I'll give you that.
You're in plate, my guy.
Half plate, but yeah, I get the idea. Okay, I'm gonna do this then.
Okay. This is a
Starting out with
10-foot radius.
What? Spirit
Spirit
Shroud.
right? Yeah.
I'm sorry, I clicked on the wrong thing.
Swarm. There we go. That would be better. Okay, let me turn the radius off there. I was like, all right, turn on the aura. That's fine. Okay. What is that? Creatures near the range makes a charisma saving throw. Okay.
If it has a 2 or less charisma, it's immune.
It does not. 4. That's gonna be a lot of damage. 33 points of psychic damage is just enough to kill it entirely. So you watch as its body goes... Like basically, it does this run up, gets immediately slowed to a crawl, and then you watch its head explode, and it falls into the abyss.
Ooh. Oh. That's not what I was expecting.
Anything else?
No, end my turn.
Okay.
Because I don't see anything else.
Great. Coming up next. Let's see. Let's see. Let's see. Let's have one do there and one there. Oh, wait, hold on. It's not his turn yet. It's not that bad. So you're like, oh yay, the day is saved, and then from right in front of Xenivore, another one rematerializes in his face. Can't do anything else on this turn, but that'll be that. Chance, you're up next.
Neat. I'm going to... hold on. Roll 20 being roll 20. Hold on.
I'll be right back.
There we go. Never mind, it's still being roll 20. I need to check a spell, because there's 2 spells I'm thinking of casting here. One of them is a funny little spell.
Okay. I see you opening stuff.
I unfortunately can't do the supreme funny without damaging Xenivore. I suppose I will just cast 5th level Scorching Ray.
Real quick, there's a police here, so I need to deal with that.
Alright.
Oh.
Good luck? Question mark? Go ahead and roll your damage.
So I have to hit it.
Yeah.
Scorching Ray, so I'm, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 shots.
Well, it's 3 rays at 2nd level. 4, 5, 6.
Oh, so yeah, okay.
If you're doing a 5th level, Scorching Ray, 6. Yeah. Okay. I think all of those hit. No, the 13 misses, but the rest of them hit.
I gotta see how many ones I have to reroll. Let's see. First one, I reroll one of those. So 2 plus 3, so that's a total of 8 on the 16.
Okay, I'll do these as we go. So 8 for the first one.
The 28 is 11. Did nothing to reroll there.
Okay.
The 23 is 3 plus...
Try that again.
6, so 9.
9 for that.
The 26 is
for that. Okay.
And the 21 is 12.
Nice. Chunked basically its entire hit bar. Still alive, but just barely. As a machine gun barrage of flaming rays come at it, Fuego's right after you, so go ahead and do that.
Nom nom, motherfucker. Why is Roll20 loading like a snail? What the fuck?
I don't know. Alright, the 18 hits and kills.
Fuego actually holds on to it for the after the bite.
Sure.
When they killed it.
Make a strength check for him. Straight strength. See if you can actually hold on. Oh, 20. Okay. Yeah, it's going to slow your movement. So your movement is halved while you're carrying this thing.
Ace is gonna. Well, meat's on the menu, boys.
He's already moved. How far did he move already?
I think he moved like 20 feet.
Alright. So he's got
So he gets like
another 5 feet of movement. Slowly puttering back to the ship with a shark in his mouth. Weirdest game of fetch ever played. Alright. And
He is a good boy.
This
He's
guy's
a good
ended up
fire boy.
spaced just enough that their third one gets to do one more attack on you.
oh
So-
my god, there's a third.
Yeah. There's 3 sharks. This one is at advantage because it was invisible. 25 to hit for 20 points of piercing damage. They just happen to be spaced out enough that you could kill them fairly quickly if you focused all your attacks on the one that was visible at the time.
Not complaining, but I am absolutely hurt.
Okay. David, you're up next. Top of initiative order here.
Firebolt. Where are you?
Bolter ball.
Bolter.
Okay.
Where are you? There you go. Ah!
Yep. 27 certainly hits. 14 points of fire damage there.
That ends my turn.
Okay. Sedivore.
He's going to move here and do a swing.
Also funny that the summons go immediately after their summoners. Initiative order here too. In both cases. Neither hit. They both glance off of its scaly hide.
Alrighty, end turn.
Lemmy, you're up.
Yeah, let's see here.
No longer holding concentration on slow.
Nope, that went away. So, I'm not gonna do that. All right. Let me try this. And probably won't, but it's worth a try. Yeah. Okay, let's see. 20 feet. Okay, that works. 20 feet of A. Yep. All right. Okay. Well, it doesn't. Okay, it doesn't really say here, so let me ping this real quick and making sure Because it says within 20 feet. Is that used as just a circle, I assume? Because it doesn't really...
Within 20 feet of a point you choose within range, which is 90 feet away.
Yeah. So I'm just saying, it doesn't say if it's a 20-foot cube, a 20-foot circle. See what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
well,
it's within 20 feet, so it's whatever 20-foot radius would be.
20. So it is a circle. Okay. All right. 20-foot radius. Circle from.
Like if you
here.
put it behind it, then
Yeah. Right there. Yeah. That's the idea. I'm just trying to hit the Sky Shark thing. So the Lancer. I'm just trying to hit that.
Yeah.
And I will. Let's see. You know what? Just to see if maybe it works, I am going to use a second level spell slot to do that. So let's see.
Additional 2d8. So 7.
Yep. So it'd be 7d8 worth of creature. So let me roll that and see what happens. All right. Let's see. I guess it looks like this only goes up to 6. So do I just do 6 then 1?
What?
For the dice roller thingy, so I'll just do...
Just type in chat /roll space 78.
/roll space 78. Okay. 78. Hopefully that works. Let's see what happens.
/, not /.
Oh, thought it was /. All right. I tried. Hey, I had a 50-50 chance, right?
Yeah.
All right.
There we go.
Okay.
36. Unfortunately, it has more than 36 hit points.
Wah.
So the spell has no effect.
Well, that was a complete
Good
waste.
try, though. You had a chance. You had a chance to hit it.
Yeah.
You would have had to hit an average roll of 6 on your dice to get all of
it. Yep. Well. Yeah, I've used the second level slot, and I don't think I have anything else I can do, so I am just gonna...
Just chilling. Flareon, you're up next.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm probably gonna have to go soon. Well, I'm gonna be here, but I'm gonna be back and forth because the police are questioning everybody for some reason.
Wonderful.
That's always fun.
Yay.
I had to deal with
70
police
feet,
last
really?
night, too. It was annoying.
Well, at least
A small world.
I know it has more than 36 hit points.
Mine was because of
Something, I guess.
a drunk 20-year-old girl.
Does that hit?
Because I heard a
13 does not
gunshot.
hit, no.
Wait, was the word VG? Was the word "woo" uttered by this individual at some point?
By the shark?
No. The other thing, the IRL thing you mentioned, the 20-year-old.
And my turn.
No, she was crying though. Okay, that's the end of that.
Oh.
Chance, you're up next.
Post woo is always sad. All right.
Yeah.
It's all fun until the woo stops.
This one's gonna be 5 shots instead of 6.
Sure.
Get him.
You have a good chance of killing it. 3, miss. So just the first 2.
I get to reroll the 1 on the 22.
Yes, you do. So +1. Alright, so 8 and 3 is 11, and 9 is 20, and 3 is 23 points of damage. Fantastic.
I'm only burning these high-level spell slots because I'm convinced we're not doing anything past this point.
No. This is a one-day encounter. Okay, Fuego. He's currently holding something else in his jaws still, so unless he drops it.
Disengage.
Okay. And the Lancer's turn. He got rocked as soon as he became invisible, so he's going to use an action and go invisible. You. And he's going to GTFO. So we'll call that the encounter for the day.
Neat. And we're having Sky Shark for dinner, I suppose.
Sure. dump this massive Skylancer onto the deck of your ship. All right, fantastic.
Is everyone sure we don't want to poke anything over there? There might be loot.
Might be.
Just saying.
You're fairly confident that the eels in the corner aren't going to do anything to you. So, I mean, you can go and you can go and make them into a chew toy fairly easily without having to worry about too much.
Someone wouldn't mind patching me up first before we go, if we're gonna go over there. Those sharks hurt.
Yeah. All right. Let me. Let me see what I got. More stuff.
Okay, yeah, scale of 1 to 76, I'm a 26.
12, 13, 15, 20 points of healing from Conley.
No motherfucker has done over half my health.
20 points of healing from Conley if you want it.
Yeah, I just tacked it on. Is she doing it again, or?
No.
Alright, and I will generously pour a
do not give me a potion.
No? You don't think? Alright.
No, potions are for emergencies. This is not an emergency.
Okay, fine.
Okay.
Well, shall we go on and see if there's anything there?
Let's do that. Might as well.
Sure.
Yeah.
Anyone who can get over there and search, go ahead and make me an investigation check.
All right. Does whoa.
Bless you.
I'm gonna send Fuego with you, Limestone, if you intend to go over there. So.
Yeah, I do intend to go over. So wait, David can fly? Okay, cool.
Xanabor can carry him.
Oh, that makes sense. All right.
I think you can also transfer this flight to yourself and then back again.
Oh, that's neat. All right, I will go over here as well. Probably this part. So.
Sure.
And investigation. Let's see.
Investigation.
Looking at stuff, under stuff, behind stuff, whatever. So normal investigation, whatever that was.
Natural.
I don't know.
It's a 9, unfortunately.
This boat is made of boat.
This looks like it could have been a boat at some point. Yes, correct.
This was definitely a boat. This is the boat of all time.
Note the
This is the
distinctive
boatiest boat to ever boat.
Note the distinctive absence of wheels.
You do see that at some point this boat was a boat.
And so on the 24 that David rolled.
Yeah. David, are you searching high, low, or in the middle?
In the middle.
Okay. You find that one of the eels had made his home in the hollowed out corpse of a sailor. Easily enough dealt with, but the sailor was holding a rapier of some kind. Looks to be of some kind of. It's similar to other rapiers you've seen, but when you go to pick it up, it is much lighter than you would expect. You want to add it to your inventory. It is called an elite rapier.
Fancy.
That's it.
Fancy.
That's what I'm assuming Fuego's looking too, right? Is he gonna roll a thing?
Yeah. I just realized he is terrible at investigation, so here's what I'm going to do. Touch.
Sure. I'll do it. Fuck this. Alright, high or low?
What areas would denote high or low here?
It doesn't show on the map, but technically the mast is still intact on this thing. along with the crow's nest, and then low would be like in the cargo hold. Or the captain's quarters.
I'll try the captain's quarters.
Okay. Roll it.
27.
You find a chest. It's still intact. It's currently locked, but when you pick it up, you can't hear the jingle of coin inside.
And that means we're taking the chest. I hope that when I touch the chest, my hand doesn't stick to it.
No. You are good on that front. I don't even know how a mimic would get out here in the middle of nowhere.
You never know.
It's true.
Although if it can make the jingling of coins when shaken, it's really committed.
It's the best voice actor mimic you've ever seen in your life.
Jingle, jingle, jingle.
All right.
No, wait. Jingle, jingle, jingle.
Okay. Lemmy, you want to give that investigation another shot?
Let's see what happens. I guess I'll investigate high since everyone else has investigated low.
Okay.
Why not? Let's try it.
That's much better. 24. Yeah, up in the crow's nest there is another eel-eaten corpse.
Oh boy.
This one has a hand crossbow and a very interesting set of goggles.
I would like to hold on to those. I will just say, so do I just put hand crossbow and unknown goggles in my inventory for now?
It's a +1 hand crossbow and eyes of the eagle.
Okay.
Somebody will be able to identify those later, but for now. Okay.
Alrighty. Alright. Yee.
All right. Anyone else want to take one more crack at it?
Would anyone else like to look some more?
Sure.
Okay.
If I'm allowed to do it again.
Go for it.
Aha!
Down in the cargo hold, you do see there is an area of where there's like a cloud of shattered glass. But you do see 3 intact potion bottles.
Ooh.
So you can add 3 potions of healing to your inventory.
Right.
All right. With that, you are unable to find anything else on the ship, so you guys can head back over.
Is it? I know it's like random silly stuff, but is it okay if I take like a little piece of splintered wood from the wreck? It's such a weird thing to see a sky wreck that didn't fall. I kind of the wizard in me wants to like study it later, so I'll try to snap off a little bit of board if I can, just to like piece of wood from floating sky wreck, something like that.
Well, if you're investigating the ship and you're actually over there, I'll let you roll. I'll let you roll again on your Arcana check. See if you can.
Okay.
Figure out what
But
happened.
yeah. All right, but I'm still probably taking a piece of wood as a cool souvenir, unless I think it's gonna
I'll say
kill me.
I'll say Arcana or Investigation for Lemmy. For
Yeah.
Chance, just Arcana.
Yeah.
15 on the Arcana.
Okay.
I'll try investigation, see what happens. That's pretty good.
19. Chance, it's feeling it for yourself through Fuego, and also from yourself just flying over there. There is an odd bubble of gravity around the ship. If the reason why it isn't careening into the core at the moment. That's the reason why it's aloft. That much you can tell. Lemmy is able to help you piece together the second part of the puzzle, which is the back lower part of the ship is completely missing, and likely is due to a catastrophic Arcanite engine failure. So whatever Arcanite engine they had aboard this thing probably detonated, and the resulting magical explosion more than likely caused this bubble of anti-gravity.
Neat.
Yeah, that's too hard to not take a souvenir. I'm gonna try to take a small piece of board, just because that's cool. So I'll just say like small board from floating skywreck. So, all right. Would that be like 1 pound or something like that? I don't know.
You can take as much or as little as you like.
You know, that seems just weird enough that maybe I can find some other wizard who's willing to pay me for it. So I'll get 3 of them.
Okay. It's three 2x4s.
Yep. That's pretty much it. So, I don't know. Maybe I can make really cool skis out of them later.
Sure.
All right.
Sky skis.
And, yeah. Okay. Oh, that's actually 1 each. Oh, sorry. I guess. Just put that there. Okay. Actually, I'll just put that in the thing, so.
So, moving on from your encounter at the shipwreck. Another week goes by. Go ahead and somebody roll me another d20.
Not it.
If I roll natural 20 again, it's all your fault.
Hey, we've already done that one.
The dice have a sense of humor.
Called it. Very nice. Very nice.
3. Oh god.
Actually, if you want to roll me a d6.
Oh.
There's only 6 left on this list that I haven't checked off. 6.
6.
Roll me 2d4.
Oh boy.
He's just seeing that rolling dice menacingly.
Fantastic. So nothing happens for an additional 6 days. Congratulations.
Waiting.
It is.
Woo!
It's like 2 weeks of nothing really happening except you just sailing across the sea, across the skies.
Okay. Also, I do want to note here that during my this downtime of nothing happening, I am kind of looking through the Infernal Dictionary I pilfered from Hadrigan's, just kind of trying to get familiar with it, thinking back over the Bone Devils and Cambions and Imps, and I think there's one other kind of devil that we fought as well, and I'm probably trying to do my best every day to ask Chance something about infernal creatures. I'm going to try to stop just sort of really pissing him off, but it's probably going to be getting a little annoying to him. Like, so what about, and how do these things, and is it true what they say about imps when nobody's looking?
So you guys have had 5 weeks of travel thus far. If you're doing this basically every day, then we can run that as a downtime thing.
Yeah, I'm just kind of doing what I can to familiarize myself with infernal denizens and kind of what makes them tick, because we've run into a lot of them. So know your enemy. And, you know, I'm going to try to be as polite as I can to Chance, but I'm definitely turning to him as a source of information because he's literally related to these things that have been trying to kill us pretty often. So, yeah.
Then, in that case, let's do this. Search. We'll call it research, and we're calling it training.
If it's research, I get a funny.
If you want, so I'll give you two options. If you want to call it training, then we can call it training, and you can try and learn Infernal. If you want to call it research, then I can give you information about devils.
I think for right now, I'd probably be more interested in ways to fight them effectively than necessarily being able to have a meaningful conversation with them, because I haven't run into a lot of especially talky devils, as near as I can tell. So, yeah, I'd probably be way more interested in learning fun facts about creatures from the hills. So,
okay,
yep, definitely more into, I guess you'd say pure research, if you want to call it that. Impure research?
Okay, so normally there's a gold cost associated with this, but you don't really have a way to spend it when you're on the open sea. So
I can maybe whatever that might be. Like what would it normally run if I was like ashore and like doing like the library kind of, you know.
Well, you're burning. Here's the thing. What I'm going to say is, because there's not a way for you to spend the money for the downtime, I'm going to have you roll the check for it at disadvantage, with no additional bonus.
Okay.
You get to roll that disadvantage check 5 times, because it's 1 work week, and you have 5 work weeks essentially under your belt thus far.
Oh.
And we'll see how that goes. It is a straight intelligence check.
Do I have to roll anything if he's asking me these questions?
Yeah. I was.
How often are you spending helping him? Like, are you just every single day you guys are sitting down and talking about stuff, or what?
I was straight up hoping to, like, kind of ease the annoyance factor by straight up bribing my party mate. Like the cost that would normally be going to like legit research ashore, I would be like giving maybe like half that to my party mate, just to be like, sorry man, but I'm really trying to learn about these things that have been trying to murder us a lot. So anything you can think back to, like a bad birthday you had once, you know, some weird stuff you got told about by an uncle or whatever, anything.
Sure. Okay. So in that case, then if you want to pay Chance, I'll consider that the gold cost.
Yep, that's the idea.
Chance, in this instance, I would consider a quote-unquote sage for the purposes of conducting the downtime.
I mean, that, you know. Cool.
Given his particular area of expertise. So
yeah, whatever it would cost.
So spend 50 gold initially, and then however much you want to spend after that is up to you. And it's a +1 bonus to your roll per 50 gold spent.
Okay. In that case.
And remember, we're doing 5 checks, so you can either spread them out or you can dump them all into one.
Yeah, I think. Here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna spend. Let's see, go with, because that is gonna be. All right, that's there. That would make, right, 100 and. Okay. Oh, there we go. Okay, so I am spending a total of, let's say, I'm gonna do 550. So yeah, total of. So I've given him 50 platinum and 50 gold. So Chance, that's yours, and I'm going to attempt to do that on the initial. I guess whatever the roll would be to to learn about devils and how they do things. So
Okay, so the
You said 50 plat, 50 gold?
The maximum
Oh, you said?
bonus you can get on a single roll is +6. So
Okay,
300 gold gets you +6, and then if you want to do
Okay.
250 after that.
all right, I will just do then
You all hear me?
for the
sorry,
first.
I'm telling them how much he's
for
paying
the-
you, so relax.
Yeah, for the first roll, I'm gonna max it out, so that'd be 350 on that, and then I guess I would do another. I guess I'd just do another 200 on the second roll just to see. So
That's weird. I couldn't hear y'all for a minute there.
Right.
So how much are you paying me?
So initially it'd be for the first roll. I'm spending as much as I can. So 50 for the initial cost, then another 300 to give me a +6 bonus on that first roll. So that's and can I choose to spend more on later rolls after the first roll, or do I have to spend it all at?
Yeah, you can.
See what I'm
just
saying?
The maximum roll you can
Right, I
get
got
is
it.
+6 on one. So,
Got it. Well, that is what I am doing to start off with, and I will just adjust gold accordingly. So let me put that back to
So
let's
chance
see.
you can add 350 gold to your, or 35
Yeah.
platinum to your inventory.
Yeah, that'll work. I did it as 50 gold, 30 platinum, so whatever works for you. But
There you go.
35 platinum because it's easier on the bookkeeping.
Okay, fine. Let's just do that, and that means I've got to add this back. 216 and that should be 14 down to 1433, I think. So I think that's right. Okay. There you go.
It's an intelligence check with a bonus of +6.
Alrighty, let's try it and see if I learn anything helpful. Intelligence. All right, straight roll.
Mm-hmm.
And how do I add in a plus, or do I just worry
roll
about
it
that
and
later?
add 6.
Neat.
Great. 11.
11.
Okay.
As bad as I can possibly do. Yay, money.
It's about it's good enough to get one piece of lore out of it.
That's something at least. All right.
Okay. So, I mean, just like basic shit. You're able to suss out the common resistances of devils and fiends in general. Are fire and poison. Those are the two most common resistances.
Okay.
As well as resistance to non-magical weapon damage.
Okay.
But some demons and devils are also resistant to cold and lightning, depending on how high up in the hierarchy they are.
Okay.
So stronger devils have a higher chance for elemental resistances.
Okay.
Sorry about that. They're
So-
finally gone.
Great. Thank God.
Oh, what happened there?
This random raccoon got into my garage the other night, so I called the police.
Also, something Chance would at least point out, because sometimes the devils even resist magic, so.
Yeah, well, I gave him the resistances, so you figure that out. Just enough.
Yeah.
Roll number 2. So you're spending the 50 gold for the initial and then another 150?
No. Since I did so badly on the first one, I would probably do the exact same thing again. So I am spending another 35 platinum to see what I can learn. Because I like learning. Well, he's supposed to be. I feel bad for what happened to him. So in a way, this is a way for me to get knowledge from him, but also, kind of help him not be broke. He's not supposed to be broke. That's kind of,
Sure.
All right, so that's another 35. So that's okay. 35 platinum to him. And let's see, where did I put that? All right. All right, and sorry, I'm just typing in what I know so far. All right, and over to here. Intelligence roll at +6. Gimme. Let's hope for something at least better than what I got last time.
I'll give you guidance.
This
I
is
don't
over
think that's
several weeks of.
Yeah, it's a long time thing. So, all right, normal roll. Yay, that's less awful. So
It's
plus
19
6,
total.
that would make a 19.
Okay.
So maybe something a bit more. I don't know. I mean, not that what I already know, what I already learned isn't potentially life-saving, but any little bit where I can get just a bit more knowledge on how, what they like, what they don't like, how to take them down.
Well, demons and devils don't like each other. I'll say that.
Okay.
Demons and devils are diametrically opposed. Even though they're evil creatures, they slide from lawful to chaotic in many cases. There are some fiends that fall in the neutral scale, and most of those are Yugoloths, which all have their own shit to them. But in terms of what you are able to glean from your book, devils fall more along the lawful scale on an alignment chart, and typically are less quick to immediately destroy you if you come into contact with one. Just if you were to summon one, for example. Like if you were to summon a demon, it's not really a guarantee unless you're binding it with magic that it's going to listen to what you have to say. And even if you do bind it with magic, after a certain point, sometimes it might break free of that control. And, and run rampant.
Putting in big font, but demons are chaotic, and
devils
will try to choose violence and destruction.
The second piece of lore I'll give you concerns the 9 layers of hell, essentially. The leaders of each of the 9 layers. You can learn their names and their general knowledge about each one. I will say that the book and Chance's knowledge are not 1-to-1. Chance is used to Zariel having been the ruler of Avernus. The book specifically names a new archdevil that's in charge.
Okay, so who's the new I guess successor to Zariel?
The one that took the throne was an archdevil named Malachor. Which I will type in chat so you can spell it.
Okay, thank you.
Oh god, I fucking hit the caps lock.
That's okay.
There you go.
Why? Okay, and just curious, which level is that of the 9?
Avernus.
Okay.
Layer 1.
Ruler of Avernus. Layer 1. Got it. Okay. I think I've written down a lot of stuff, so.
Yeah.
All right. Cool.
Do you want the other names? Because I'm looking up the other names at the moment.
Yeah, might as well. So okay, and I'll just do the other 8.
Sure. There's the head honcho himself is Asmodeus.
And is he at the very bottom, I assume?
Yeah, he's at the 9th level of hell.
Right. Yeah. Okay.
The other one is Glazia, who is Asmodeus' daughter.
Okay. Okay.
Then there's Mephistopheles, Archduke of Cania. There is Balzabul.
Someone's eating. We can hear you crunch.
Someone's got a whole package of icebreakers and just shaking it around.
Okay. And Balzable. And I'm assuming that if we're going in ascending order, Balzable would be 6th layer?
I don't know. I'm going off of my notes about the black circle, so I didn't write down the devils. But you can look it up. You can Google it later.
Yeah.
That's how you
I
spell
will do that.
Balzable, by the way.
Balzable. Okay. BAL. Yeah, got it. Okay. And which one does? What's the name of the one he rules? Sorry.
Good again. Good question.
I'll look it up. I'll look it up later. All right.
I'm just giving names right now because I have it.
Just names. Just names. All right. Okay.
Oh, I do have one. I have a couple of them that are actually named. But next one would be the ruler of Stygia, who is Levistus. Frozen hell.
Oh yeah, that's the archdevil that's permanently entombed in a block of ice.
Yeah.
Ah. Okay.
And then there are the two archdevils that rule over Phlegethos, which are Fierna and Belial.
That's unusual.
Mm-hmm. And then the Lord of Minaros is Mammon.
Okay, and ruler of Minaros. All right, just gonna guess on the spelling of Minaros and call it good.
And the last one is Dispater.
Okay. And Dispater. Got it. Okay, I think I got it all. Let's see. So we got Malachor, Glacia, Mephistopheles, Balzable, Levistus, Fierna / Belial, who are doing kind of a dared thing or rivalry thing, maybe. Mammon and Dispater.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Close enough.
All right.
And if you want to, you can put Zariel as the former ruler of Avernus.
Yep.
Just Chance would know that.
Yep. Got that in
Chance
there,
would probably have more to say about Zariel than most of the others.
Yeah. Makes sense. All right.
Okay. Because he is a Zariel bloodline tiefling, so.
Yeah.
Neat. All right. Well, let's see. And I guess, if I'm gonna be making any more checks, you know what? I'm gonna try to make one without any kind of a bonus. So I'll just straight up make the check. Do I just pay a straight 50 for a check with no bonus?
Yeah.
Cool. All right, we'll do that and just see what happens. All right. That is C4 50 gold. That makes that down to that. Right. Yeah. Okay. All right. And straight intelligence check. No bonus. Boop. Not terrible. Considering I didn't pay diddly for it.
Okay. There is... I'll give you another one. This one... Just another important figure. A little bit about Tiamat. Five-headed goddess of evil evil chromatic dragons. Tiamat is both the ruler and prisoner of her own realm in Avernus, called Bator. And she is both dragon and fiend, very powerful. Several times throughout history, people tried to free her from prison, only to not be able to do that. Either they were stopped or people trying to perform the ritual weren't powerful enough. But she's essentially the patron of all chromatic dragons that exist throughout all the realms of all the multiverse. Okay. Not someone you want to trifle with, but there are forces out there that constantly seek to set her free from prison and bring her into the material plane. It's happened on more than one occasion, and thankfully thus far it has always failed.
But folks keep trying.
Yeah, so there's a little bit of a connection there. Let's see, number 2.
All right. Cool.
Let's see. I mean, what else can I tell you?
Hey, I got a couple more checks to make if I need to. So,
I'm just trying to think of like other shit I can give you that's within the scope of that book.
Yeah, there probably wouldn't be just a whole bunch else, but.
I mean, pick a demon or pick a devil you've come across, and I'll tell you something about that devil specifically.
Okay, well, it seems like Cambions are pretty dangerous ones that we've tangled with, so I'd probably be extra interested in finding out any kind of pertinent facts about their strengths, weaknesses, tendencies.
Yeah, Cambions are up there in terms of like devilish strength. They're kind of middle of the road, but they do have a lot of resistances to them. They're one of the ones that have all those elemental resistances as part of their just their person. Cambions are typically they're better at like deceiving things. Like they're powerful warriors, don't get me wrong, but on top of that, they have a high like charisma stat, higher than most.
Oh, would there be a
like essentially charm people, or they use that to like charm people and get them to let their guard down is kind of their modus operandi.
Okay, would there be a particular one of the rulers of the 9 hells they would tend to have more of a connection to, or are they just kind of evenly spread out?
Let me see. Let's find out together. Let's see. Cambions are one of those demons. Also, they're not demons. First of all, they're like devils, half and half. They don't fit the devil or demon template.
Oh. So they're
kind of straddling the line.
Interesting.
They are exceptional assassins, and they are ambassadors to the worshippers of various demonic powers. That delves into the realm of demons rather than devils. Although Cambions can be made to work for devils if they need to, because they don't have any particular alliance. They just exist in different places. Mostly in the Abyss, though, not necessarily in the 9 hells.
They do what they want.
Yeah, they're leaders, information brokers, assassins. Essentially just they're able to do a lot, and the various fiends, devils, and demons alike make use of them for that reason.
Okay, so they have kind of a tendency to be relatively free agents who can move between evil realms kind of without a lot of hindrance, I think is what that sounds like. So.
Yeah, for the most part, I wouldn't say that they're free agents insofar as they don't necessarily always like switch sides depending on alliances, but they are seen on both sides of the equation. So it just depends.
Okay. All right. I think that's probably the pretty much topping out on what I can learn from that book and bothering Chance a lot. So,
I mean, bothering him, but also paying him a shit ton of money.
yeah, that's kind of the idea.
Yeah, you're kind of paying me enough to the point where, oh no, I'm being pestered by questions. Whatever shall I do? As I fan myself with money.
How dare you throw all this money at me for information?
You're so rich, you've managed to form a fan out of coins.
Look, I could do magic. I can do what the fuck I want. Fuck you.
By the way, y'all never opened the jangly chest, so.
Oh yeah, we need to see what's in that thing.
Tell you what.
It's locked, so we actually need to actually open it proper. So.
Well, I might be able to make that happen. Would you like me to give it a shot? I do have a set of lockpicks or two.
Yeah, let's see what's in there.
Just throwing that out there as a, knowledge is good, but now that I've spent a few weeks learning about evil things,
Honestly, we probably would have done that when after we first got the fucking thing. We just got sidetracked.
Nah, I think I would have pestered you with questions for a few weeks and be like, okay. After I've learned all I want to know, you'll have all this money. Then we'll open the freaking box. Cool. All right.
Yeah, what's in the box? What's in the fucking box?
Well, time to pick it open, and find out. Hopefully, so.
This one you can, guidance.
Yes, if someone would like to guidance me, I will definitely take that modifier.
I'll give you guidance. Yeah, I'll give you guidance.
Thank you. Let's find out.
Like you said that almost
Just
under your breath there. Don't fucking give me guidance.
I'll guide you.
Yeah.
Alright.
Tell you who's the guide of guide.
Thieves' tools, proficiency, dexterity, guidance.
Sleight of hand, yeah. Alright. I thought it was sleight of hand, is it not?
It's the same thing. It's the same roll.
For picky. Alright.
Yeah.
Picky.
It depends on like experience, expertise, and stuff.
Yep. Alright.
If you're using thieves' tools, you should have thieves' tools as part of your thing. But
yeah, I've got proficiency in it. I just don't have expertise in it. I do have expertise in sleight of hand, though.
Right, that's what I'm saying. So here's the question: is that might affect the roll? That's the reason why I'm asking. Because like technically, quote unquote, when you're rolling for shit, if you're rolling to use your thieves' tools, you're supposed to use your thieves' tools and then set the query to dexterity.
Oh.
Because it's technically a different skill check than just straight sleight of hand.
Had I known that, I would not have picked that as an expertise. Great. Okay, neat. Well, things I wish I had known a little while ago.
Yeah, I had to make a rogue with my dad because he doesn't understand how to do 5e yet fully.
All right.
And that was one of the things we discovered is that technically thieves' tools is a separate proficiency you can get expertise in other than this normal stealth or sleight of hand.
Well, is there any way I can switch them? Because I would not have bothered with sleight of hand that lets me amuse children with small pebbles in my hand.
I want to double check something. Because can you do?
It's like if I've
even if you open thieves' tools, by the way, I don't know if you can see it, but when you see the proficiency bonus, you can select expertise on the drop-down menu.
Okay, yeah, I'll let me change it on sleight of hand if I can. I don't know if because I got to move that back down. So, because, the whole thing is I like being able to not have to use keys. So, all right, drop down, proficient, query attributes. Okay, how do I change? All right.
Don't worry about it.
Okay, and let me change sleight of hand back to, thanks. All right, cool. All right, let me just go back to canceling that. And then thieves' tool roll, right? I just roll it on this, right?
Click it and then choose dexterity as your skill.
Yep. Submit. Go. All right. It should have done something.
Yeah, it should roll here in a second. Guidance.
I
think it might be. Did it pop up with another window that says advantage or not?
Yeah, it did. It did again. So advantage, normal roll. So do I try it again? All right. Let's see what it does. Yeah.
There you go. See,
there we go. Yay.
+2 for guidance, so 34. I think that opens up any lock in the world you want it to.
That's yeah.
You basically snap your fingers and have your mage hand do it for you. And when the chest opens, you do find it is full of silver pieces. 9,000 silver pieces.
Okay.
Before we touch the gold.
Yes.
Silver in this case.
Silver.
Let's have someone do basic magical screening, because I think we've all read books of what happens when you take random treasure out of a shipwreck.
Ritual cast. No, actually, I can't do that. Never mind. I'm not a wizard.
I
Well,
can
that's
ritual
ritual
Clerics have ritual casting, don't they?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Have it
they do.
prepared.
Oh, yeah, you need to have it prepared. That's great.
Yeah, well, I can do ritual casting on stuff that I know, and that's I know identify, so I'm just gonna ritual cast that. And do I roll anything to do that? I don't even remember. So
no, the only thing you have to do is you have to touch the thing to figure it out.
all right.
You touch it, and there's a moment where you're like, "Oh my God, what's he doing?" And then a minute passes, and you're like, "It's normal treasure. There's nothing magical about it."
All right.
Okay, safe.
So,
All right.
I think we've all. Like I said, we've all read we've all read stories that goes horribly wrong. Let's at least try not to get
9,000 silver divided by 4.
Yeah.
Hey Siri, what's 9,000 divided by 4?
9,000 divided by 4 is 2,250.
There you go.
That.
2250 for
All right.
everybody, and that's in silver pieces.
Yep.
so much fucking coins. Like, I want you to realize I have been that puts me over my capacity. I am encumbered.
Yeah, you're gonna have to store some of that somewhere.
Yeah.
Like, I want you to look. I'm just gonna take a screen snap. I'm gonna put this in the chat. I'm gonna put this in the Discord to show you how much money I am carrying on my person.
Yep. And
He's got pockets full of cash just jingling around on the ship.
I still got. Yeah, I got a.
Wait, how much
I mean,
gold did you get each?
you could claim that chest as your own and just keep your shit in it.
Yeah.
It's a chest that you can search for in the compendium to just add to your inventory.
It was 6-8.
Would anyone mind if I took the chest? That's not a place to put all this fucking cash.
Go for
Sure.
it. I'm going to be stowing the silver pieces.
I am
along
struggling
with,
from.
Yeah.
I am struggling from success.
Yeah, you might
I'm
have to.
Suffering.
You might have to get like a saddle or something, a temporary saddle for Fuego to carry your shit around.
Yep. I think.
What? How much was it again?
2250.
Yep. Which I think puts me at 2268, which would put me over, but I'm putting those right into my bag of holding that I've got, along with the platinum that I'm carrying, because only things I'm carrying outside that are the gold pieces and the silver. So, because that makes a difference of I mean, that's like by itself. That's for me. That's like 45 pounds of coin just for the silver. And
I'm gonna. Can I borrow that boot of striding?
Can I borrow the boots of striding? Who's the one that's carrying the bag of holding? Is it David?
I have one, and
Yeah.
I thought David had one too. I know I've got one that I bought, so we've each got one. So
Yeah,
I'm-
that's why it's keeping all his gold. So
Yeah. So I'm just gonna borrow that striding boots from the communal bag and just because I'm over my total weight by 14 pounds now.
yeah, go for it.
I'm
And-
gonna put my gold and silver in the chest, and I'm gonna put them in like sacks in certain demarcation. That's like
Should be
Do you have
chances.
Okay.
it's 13.
That's one of the things that I always
30.
buy on every character is like
Yeah.
five sacks just to have stuff to put things in.
You never know.
Because otherwise you're like, oh, I'll just put it in a bag, and then you're like, oh, I don't have a bag, because that's actually a thing you have to go and buy in D&D.
Essentially, 30. Yeah, I think I've got a couple of them. I just never put anything much in them. So unless I have to.
Okay,
So,
so while you guys do inventory, I'm going to
13.
pause the recording real quick, and I'm going to go to the bathroom,
Yeah.
and then we'll continue. Mm-hmm.
I can't believe this boot is coming in handy.
Sorry.
All right, inventory done. Yes, we're good on upkeep.
Yep.
Great.
Yep.
Alrighty, so it was 6 days of nothing, followed by on the 7th day, little mini adventure on the shipwreck. I will say
Dawn of the 7th day.
Yeah, I will also say this. On the night of the 7th day, as you guys are kind of winding down, having counted your loot and done whatever stuff you're doing for the day, and you're like, it's been a long day, I'm going back to my hammock. You guys are presumably shacked up together somewhere, all in one place. There's a moment where a small dust storm, little tiny tornado, kicks up in the center of the room. And you're all like, what the fuck is that? And the small dust storm begins to grow in size until it covers it, until you're like kind of shielding your eyes from the sand that's like getting in it. And when you open them, there is to some of you, familiar figure. A like 5'6", half-elven, young kid, probably 22 or 23, dressed in chainmail and carrying a bow on his back. And he says, kind of in a pre-programmed manner, not really looking at any of you, he says, "Greetings, Scholar's March. My master Razius has sensed your presence on the open sea and requests an audience. There's something of great import that he would ask of you."
Well, that sounds like an open invitation if I've ever heard one.
Correct me if I'm wrong. Razius is the Sphinx guy, right?
Mm-hmm.
Just to make sure I remember.
This is the figure of one of the Eternal Order. This is Garrett Remans, the half-elven paladin bowman. He says, "If you accept this charge, Eternity's Isle will be open to you."
Now, who? Look at Chance like, you know this guy?
Yes, I do.
Is it a legit invitation or is it a trap?
It's not a trap, hopefully.
It's easy enough to tell. You don't even need to roll an insight check. Remember when I told you about the paladins of the Eternal Order? Their oath prevents them from telling lies.
Yeah, Chance will say he's a paladin, and part of their oath is the fact that they physically can't lie.
How do we know he ain't one of them oath breakers? You can't exactly tell if they are or not.
I'm sure it's fine.
Above game, where is the island where the location of the storm is in respect to our current location?
That's a good question. Do you accept the illusion's charge?
We stand to lose nothing by hearing him out. We accept.
Great.
Sounds good.
The illusory sandy projection in front of you says, "Very well. Then we'll see you when you get here." And the sand turns from a person into a cloud of dust once more and flies out of an open porthole and into the night. And as it does, and you're kind of pondering whatever the fuck that means, alarm bells start ringing on the upper deck of the ship. And
before we go up there, Chance is going to say, how much are you willing to bet we're going to go above deck and the island's going to be right in front of us?
I'll pay you 3 gold.
I'm not taking that bet. I think I don't want that action.
Well, sure enough, even just looking out the window.
Wait, hold up. Yeah, Valerian, count his coin. I bet you 2,262 silver.
In which direction that it is out there, that it isn't.
That whatever I get wrong, whatever I'm betting is wrong, so you take the coin, so I don't have to carry this.
All right,
Mr. I can carry anything without it encumbering me. Nice.
so as you go and check on your bet above deck, as the second you step outside, you feel the wind whipping around you immediately, and you see that the ship has miraculously begun sailing safely, mind you, through a storm that appeared out of nowhere, seemingly. It doesn't take long after the initial alarm to break through the eye of the storm once again, and you see in the night the dull glow of the lava within the volcano that sits at the center of Eternity's Isle. And this time your ship isn't busted, so you can just fly directly there. You don't have to walk through the jungle if you don't want to. But it is up to you.
Let's not say we didn't. Let's just fly right over. Do you mind if who's manning the helm, like you're asking?
Well, the alarm bells drew Conlia and Chirana up to the deck, and they're like, "What the fuck is going?" Oh, it's this. Because they've been here before. They were here with you the first time. They're like, anyone want to explain to me what the hell is going on?
Razius desires an audience.
Oh, great. So you just decided to make that decision for everyone then.
Hey, I agreed. Did anybody else vote against it?
It kind of just appeared here.
Hmm.
It really just showed up.
I hold up the coin of silver torch.
Looks like you win, buddy.
Conlia just pinches the bridge of her nose and says, "All right, fine. Okay, let's go."
The chance, take the coin.
She begins shouting orders to the crew to make course for the peak of the volcano. And after a couple minutes of flying, you do manage to make your way there. On the way there, you can see, since it is nighttime, there's not really any activity going on as far as the local fauna. But those of you who have not been here before are able to see, just through the darkness, through the general dim evening light of this place, you can see a lush jungle spread out before you, with a lake at the base of the volcano, and the volcano itself towering over the entirety of the island, slightly smoking from within. Occasionally, spouts of lava coming from the top of the caldera. As you draw closer to where you remember the entrance to be, you are able to toss a ladder down, climb off the ship, and make your way inside the Sanctum of the Eternal Order once more. Using the previous knowledge you had, Chance, you're able to open the door for yourself, which, if you'll remember, there was a platform with, that's kind of like on a, it's like an open platform, but there's a sheer rock face that's kind of next to it, that has a massive lion's head carved into it. And putting in the combination, which you remember from last time, you're able to open the mouth of the lion to let yourself into the sanctum itself. Once inside, you are not greeted by anybody initially. The Sanctum of the Eternal Order is quiet, save for the occasional sputtering of the torches that are lit within. And as you kind of walk your way around the interior of this place. Some of you taking in the kind of the wonder of this, like, cavernous hideaway, carved into the very rock of the volcano itself. You manage to make your way into Razius's chambers, which I can give a visual for those who've never seen it. I have it here somewhere. Hold on. I think it is in... Is it in my archived stuff, or is it not my archived stuff? That's a good question. I think it might be in my archived stuff. One second, let me pull it up. There it is. Here we go.
Oh, look!
Look, the old characters are here. That guy, that
How
guy.
did this happen? Oh no, they got tested.
We put the normal people back on the map here. That works too. And Xenivore and Vigo. Okay, so you see what you can see. You do see the towering form of Razius, who is waiting for you at the steps that you see in front of you. The piles of wealth surrounding him. He says, "Welcome, Scholar's March. I have been expecting you."
Yes. So you're still living, which is better than, well, some of us.
The Eternal Order has been busy of late, and I have not had reason to exist in this time period for quite a while. But something has drawn my attention, and unfortunately requires an all-hands-on-deck situation, which the rest of the Order is busy dealing with as well. I'm afraid I am in need of extra hands, and should you accept my charge, I will gladly pay you. I know you are mercenaries, yes, in search of both knowledge and wealth. These two things I can offer.
Don't forget fame. Don't forget fame.
Of course, in return for your services and your discretion.
I don't suppose the task has anything to do with a certain Hadrigan.
That much I am unsure of. There was a anomaly that occurred in this timeline, but that affects both the past, present, and future of this world. I do not know the nature of this anomaly, I only know of its existence, and I know where one would go to fix said problem. But unfortunately, as I mentioned before, I am low on hands.
It's safe to assume your own personal ability to intervene is limited.
That is correct. I cannot leave the island for very much. My presence here dictates its travel throughout time. So, to be able to coordinate the Eternal Order as I do, I must remain here. Now, as to the nature of your mission, should you choose to accept, an anomaly has occurred in this world's past. As such, what I mentioned about discretion is paramount. We are keepers of the knowledge that is gained throughout time, but we do not broadcast that knowledge freely, as you know.
Yes, I I'm going to hazard a guess and say it's the usual idea of if you change the past, you change the future.
Correct. Changing the past can have catastrophic effects that ripple throughout time that even I cannot predict. Luckily, in the time period where this anomaly occurred, we do not need to have as much care, let's say. The ripples that you could cause are minor if you are paying attention to what you do. Therefore, this mission is twofold. To investigate the nature of the anomaly and correct any temporal missteps. And, should you find anything of use that I can add to my library and to my collection, you may bring it here to the Eternal Isle afterward, to be catalogued in the annals of history for an additional reward.
Okay, what? Allow me to confer with my colleagues, see if we actually agree to this. We won't be but a moment.
Okay, as you turn to kind of huddle up, Lemmy, you see that the Sphinx in front of you, his wizened, bearded face is focused in your direction specifically.
Well, I'd probably find that a bit strange. I would probably say something like, I don't think we've met before, have we?
Perhaps you have not. If this is our first encounter, then I bid you welcome to the Eternal Order.
All right. Well, I guess time will tell on that. So, okay. Well, I probably turn back to Chance and say, well, whatever this is going to be, I think you can count me in. It feels like something I need to do somehow. I'm not sure why.
Well, so I will look at the rest of the group. Well, are we in agreement?
Sure.
I don't see why not. I mean, do we know where we're going to?
Or when?
This is likely one of those situations where we only get told what we're doing after we've already agreed.
Think we'll have a time to stop by a bank? Deposit a copper? Accrued interest?
I don't think that.
I mean, you never know.
Also, depending on how far back we go, that bank may no longer exist.
Yeah.
Need I remind you that
Wait.
in the span of the past millennium, the world broke into pieces.
Well, now, there's some banks still around from they claim to be back from before the cataclysm.
Well, certainly that's a minor concern. It sounds like the most important thing is for us to fix something that went wrong.
So if you also, with the way coins are made, if we bring one back, if we bring a coin from the future to the past, no one's going to think it's legitimate. Oh my god, I just realized something that unfortunately gives me an option to actually do what Valerian suggested. I have Electrum coins that are from pre-breaking. I have held on to those since the start of this campaign.
You can sell it as a historical artifact.
Oh my god.
Historical trash, more like.
I mean, technically it's a relic of a bygone age when people actually used Electrum.
Yay, history. But
Chance, I love you. Let's do it.
and I'm
How many do you have?
5.
Hey, sounds good to me. All right, but that's.
I was saying that out of
thing,
character because I was thinking, because I just realized, as I was saying this is a terrible idea, I was like, wait. Damn it, I have a way to make this work. I'm angry.
Hey, teamwork makes the dream work.
Mm-hmm. All right, let's try to fix the past and maybe save some books that otherwise would have been lost, perhaps.
Wait, I thought we were going to the future.
Not sure.
Oh my
right.
god, you son of... I just realized that. The joke you just made.
Mm-hmm.
We're going back to the future, boy.
Where we're going, we don't need roads.
Also, I don't know if you saw the text, but your Balgov impression has very much improved.
I mean, I could put... I'm not trying to do Balgriff, which is the sad part. If I were trying to do Balgriff, it would be more like this. Take Irileth and go this way. Go and fight the dragon outside the Whiterun, and I'll give you a cool sword that you'll throw away in 3 seconds. Alrighty. Well, if you are in agreement, then I can send you off whenever you are ready.
Was there any information you're able to give us now that we've agreed?
As I said, the nature of the anomaly, I am not sure of yet. I only know that there is one, and I know to what time period I am taking you. I can tell you that we delve into Rhea's past. But beyond that, I am not sure.
I suppose that's better than no information. Alright, oh, gods, I just realized. What sicknesses have any of you had?
I think everyone's
chances
immune to
actually
that at this point.
No. Chance is is genuinely asking the party what sicknesses have you had in your life?
I don't know, man. I had the cold. I had the flu.
Yeah, I've had the occasional fever. I know I didn't get headaches like my mom got, but that wasn't really a conventional disease. That was more of a sorcerer thing. So,
all right. Everyone, be careful who you interact with in the past, because if you've gotten sick with a sickness that wasn't a thing in the past, or something that in the past was much more dangerous.
Oh.
I mean, I had a cockatrice pox, but that was common back then, at least, I think. I mean, everybody has it nowadays, when you're a kid.
Back when cockatrice were more prevalent.
I mean, that still goes around nowadays. That's the most major disease I could think of.
Yeah, and looking over at Chance, I'd probably say, and while I don't know if this counts as a disease per se, you yourself were somewhat unusually altered by magical means. I don't know if that's something that can be transmitted or linger or anything like that, but yeah, that would probably be something good to not share with the past either.
Aside from several different kinds of scars, I doubt that curse will be able to affect anyone else.
Probably not. Still, it does sound like a good idea to not go sneezing on any butterflies.
The hell are butterflies? Is that similar to manaflies?
Maybe.
is it Sunflies from the new Planar Parade book.
Do you at the very least, can you at the very least say what time we're being sent to, or is that also up in the air?
All time is relative. I do not know specifics, but it is a time. It is a time before the breaking, I can tell you that much.
Oh!
Before the great cataclysm that shattered your world.
So you're saying this was a time when there were seas. If I do this, I can see an ocean.
Perhaps. We
Well,
will only
not
know
that I wasn't.
when we arrive.
Not
So
that I
that-
wasn't in before, but yeah.
So we're traveling back at bare minimum a millennia. Oh boy.
Well then, shall we?
It will take me some time to move the island. Take a rest if you need it, and inform your companions.
Conley is going to stab me, I already know.
Yeah,
I am going to hide behind you, because I'm not taking that smoke.
I'm just gonna try to stay clear of that.
Chance will go back to the ship, and because his friends are traitors and won't back him up, he has to be the one to tell the crew of what have you that. Yeah, Scarlet's March is going to be going back in time.
Gonna go back in time.
You could always
do
you
the time
could-
warp again.
you could always put some of that nice hard money into your shirt just in case.
Yeah, cue Power Rangers Time Force theme song.
Oh, God.
Okay.
Wait a minute. Back
Oh,
in
boy.
back in the past, there were a lot more magic items. It
Yeah.
was more common.
And as Razzie has said, anything of note we may find, we can bring back to him. And I'm certainly, this is an opportunity for research that I don't think most people have ever heard of. I'm excited.
The Sphinx.
Let's do it.
The Sphinx, at this point, does take a look at Lemmy and says, "Little one, if I could have a word in private."
Yes, sir.
Oh, you're
Right,
being
well,
kidnapped.
Yeah. I'll go confer with him because I do feel some sort of a connection that doesn't really make sense.
Go
Something's-
handle.
Something's going on.
Yeah, so I go I go tell the crew about Razius's mission.
The Sphinx, as you approach him, you can see that this massive creature, wings folded against his back, sitting regally on the floor of this chamber, takes a look at you and says, "I do not know why, and I do not know how, but the same energy that I can sense for temporal anomalies is a similar energy that you carry on your person. Tell me, and tell me truthfully.
Yes.
Are you from this time? You have not come from another point in history.
As far as I know, no, I don't think so. But I do remember something very unusual happening with the ship on which I was born, but I don't know if that would relate to anything. As far as I know, the ship was from this same time, I thought. But something very odd did happen years ago. It's the whole reason I decided to take up wizardry. But, I would probably kind of share I mean, he may know it already, but I'd share with him the details of what happened the day that the dancing badger did what it did. So,
curious event.
I would say so. I'm still trying to figure out exactly what that was.
Well,
I haven't.
Call it fate or destiny, but it is my belief that you were chosen for this specifically, and guided on the path that you were to meet me in this instance. The multiverse works in mysterious ways. Sometimes those ways are not clear to us until we are in the thick of events that shape our very lives. Be cautious, however. Be very cautious.
I'll do my best. Being cautious has kept me alive so far, and I hope not to break that streak.
With that, he stands up to his full height, and you watch him kind of look up at the ceiling of the room, and you see magic, pure, raw magic begin to drift from his form. And the rest of you, those of you who are outside of the chamber, outside in the world at large, you watch as the cloud cover above your head, the ever-present blanket of arcanite dust that pervades the atmosphere, slowly begins to dissipate over time. You watch as stars in the heavens appear and then whiz by faster than you've ever seen anything move in your entire life, leaving streaks of light across the heavens. And eventually, over the course of about a minute and a half, that whirling cosmos slows to a stop. And you see, as you do, the storm that surrounds Eternity's Isle also dissipate. And from the top of your volcanic perch, you can see open ocean, a vast plain of water stretching as far as any horizon you can see, with a chain of islands in the distance, and a column of smoke rising in between them. I'm going to stop the session there, 10 minutes early. We'll pick up next time as you begin your little side quest for Razius and the Eternal Order.
Let's do the time warp again.
We'll pick up there next week for episode 72. Hope you guys enjoyed it, and we will see you later. Bye-bye.
Ooh.